here's another thing that a lot of people don't understand when they go to lawyers, right? They stop thinking on their own. Lawyers are very good. You know, lawyers by itself, of course, are people that use speech as a form of argument, right? That's what they do for a living. You know, argue. They argue their case, right? That's what they do. That's why they're lawyers. So they're very good at convincing people. And yeah, we call them rat catchers in German. You know, like the rat catcher in a German city called Hameln, you know. It's a nice story. But, you know, rat catchers. Because these, you know, then people, you know, that think they can solve family matters with lawyers, what are you doing? Jesus Christ. Sorry, that was like a pretty stupid road situation going on. Anyway, so, you know, what these people do, they you know, they tell the mums or fathers or whoever wants to have a fight in court, you know, this is, you know, I'm going to do this for you and I'm going to get this for you and blah, 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 blah. And, for instance, in this case, they say like, oh, it doesn't cost you anything because the government is paying, you know? It's like, she doesn't work right now, so the government is paying. You know, cool, there's no risk, right? The government is going to pay for it and the lawyer is going to do it and yay. And then we're going to get money for you. But here's where the brain of many people is basically fooling them. So what happens? The government pays for the other lawyer, right? There's not enough money there, so the government pays for it. Okay, cool. But nothing is free in life, right? So the government pays as long as you don't have no money. But the minute you have money, they want it back. So it makes sense from a lawyer's perspective to say like, oh, you don't have to pay for it. Well, you don't have to pay for it now, and you will have to pay for it from the settlement if you get money, right? So the lawyer knows it gets the money from the government now, and then the government is gonna take it back if, you know, her client is successful. So the client doesn't end up with money because, you know, lawyers cost so much money, like, you know, 5 figures very quickly. You know, I told you, like, the whole thing is maybe already in the 6 figures. Just from a cost perspective, it's bananas. And yeah, and so the lawyer always wins. It's like the casino. The casino always wins, you know. And they're so good at convincing people that, you know, this is a place where you can get rich. But the only people that get rich are the owners of the casino and the lawyers. And now there's like this evaluation, and this evaluation is going to cost like 25 grand or 20 grand or something stupid just by itself. And so I end up paying everything because, like, I have to pay the settlement, I have to pay my half of the evaluation, I have to pay my lawyer, blah, blah, blah. And then I have to pay the settlement, and the settlement goes to my ex. Then the government knows that it basically laid out all the money, but now there is money. So in a time frame of 4 years, they then go to her and say, now you have to pay up all the lawyer fees, the evaluation fees. And from what we kind of, you know, honestly, from what we kind of, what came out yesterday in the court date, I feel that There's going to be nothing left over. It's going to be even worse. You know, she gets a part of the old apartment, you know, because we own that, one of the old apartments. We own that 50-50. And I think she will even have to grab into the money that she gets from that. And so my daughter lost her family. My daughter lost her safety. My daughter lost her childhood. My ex doesn't get anything. It all goes to the government. It all goes to the lawyers, to the evaluator, the system. The money is gone to maybe be spent on our daughter. She had an apartment. I bought an apartment in the same house that she could live in for free. An apartment where you would have to pay around 1,800 euros of rent every month. Free. Free. That's the apartment she moved out of. That's gone. And I knew that's when I said, like, I pulled out this letter from this feminist law firm. I knew everything is now going to fall apart. And my daughter will suffer the most. And I tried to reason with her. I tried to beg her to think about it. But the greed and the hate was already too deep. And that lawyer, she wanted to continue making money. She's still going to go. Now they looked like idiots at the last court date, apparently. But the lawyer is going to continue. Maybe I don't know when the point will come when my ex is going to realize what the hell have I done. That's the thing, honestly, stupidity in this world is endless. Honestly, there's so many, you know, people always go on about, like, there's good and bad people. Yeah, true, but the much bigger issue I find is there's smart people and stupid people. And stupidity can destroy so much, where you go like, you destroy everything. You hurt a child. Everything's gonna go to lawyers, and, you know, what do you think? It's like, you know, everybody knows that. You can read up about that from endless stories. This story has been told so many times. But, you know, people go to a lawyer and they still believe the bullshit. And yeah, of course, my lawyer is also expensive. But I need a lawyer to defend myself, especially against these aggressive, you know, law firms that do nothing but destroy and feed of other people's misfortune. It's so bad. It's like, honestly, please, Lord, let there be a hell. Honestly, let these people go to hell. How can you be so evil? And that's, you know, like I said, that's why I'm not, you know, I'm not a feminist. And I find men that say that they're feminists ridiculous. They should think about what they're saying. You be for equality, yeah. Nobody ever questioned that women aren't equal. Equal. As in the same. One bag of rice, another bag of rice. That's, you know, we want equality. But feminism, like making women something special, or, you know, no. And honestly, if you're a guy that says that you're a feminist, you already, honestly, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. I spoke about, like, smart people and stupid people, idiots, and you can't show that you're an absolute imbecile better than saying, like, oh, I'm a feminist. You know, I read feminist literature or something. It's like, oh, go fuck yourself. Seriously. And, you know, it's like, it's funny. It's like, I never, you know, That's the thing is, and also when people boast like, oh, I really love literature. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you read books. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, you're so clever because you read books. I have nothing against books. I can share this. I have a degree in literature. I have a degree in English literature. Yeah? So, but I'm so proud of you that you read books, feminist literature. That is absolutely great. You should read George Orwell. You fucking stupid asshole. Sorry, but really, it's like I'm ranting, but maybe some people enjoy my ranting. Yeah, but that's I took out the letter. I went like, oh God, now everything is going to shit. Then what happened is I had a moment that I went like, no, and I hit a trash can, right? I hit a trash can on the top. I went like, oh, wow. Because I saw everything falling apart, everything I worked for falling apart. And the only reaction I had to that was hitting a trash can on the top, a plastic trash can. And they made such a big deal out of it. It's like, he doesn't have himself under control. He hit that trash can. There was suddenly like having so much empathy with a trash can and not with a man that was about to lose everything and was fully aware of it. That's the system. Honestly, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So, and now I'm going to check my mail. I'm going to change some tires today. Let's do some good, honest day's work. Bye.